back door, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Still backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found another goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Thursday evening, December the 1st. It's Region 1 Girls Basketball on the air tonight here from Hunter as the Northern Cache Jaguars host the Tri-State Tigers in game number 2 for both teams here of the 2022-23 campaign. A good Thursday evening again to you and yours. I'm Chase Miller. Aiden Hall running the camera. Northern Cache opened up the season with a road win, squaring off with Wymer Lidgerwood Hankinson, and that was a 66-46 win back on Tuesday night, and they get right back at it here tonight against Tri-State. The Tigers lost by 11, 77-66 at home in Rosselt, South Dakota, against number 3 in the state in the Kindred Vikings. After today for Northern Cache, coming off fresh of a state volleyball championship, they'll have over a week and a half nearly between games. Their next contest at number 3 Kindred on December the 13th. Then they'll go to the Buffalo City and play Edgeley Cullum Montpelier in Jamestown at the University of Jamestown on December the 17th. On the opposite side for the Tri-State Tigers, they're back on the hard court tomorrow with a non-region game against Wheaton Herman Norcross. Then another non-region contest on December the 12th at Great Plains Lutheran. Taking a look at some of the history between these two teams. Last season they met in the Region 1 quarterfinals from the Shields Athletic Complex, and Northern Cache ended Tri-State season where the Jags were the 3 seed, Tri-State the 6 seed in the Region 1 quarterfinals. Northern Cache went with the win 64-45. Eventually were Region 1 runners-up to the defending and eventual state champ in the Kindred Vikings. Tri-State off the Fairmount Campbellton to Rosselt for the co-op here. Last season, 11 wins and 11 losses. This year, under the guidance of Cody Steffens here in his first year as the head coach for the Tri-State Tigers. On the opposite side for Northern Cache, the Jags, 18 wins, 5 losses from a season ago. Defeated Tri-State, as we mentioned, in the quarters. Lost to defeated Central Cache in the region semis, and then lost to Kindred in the region championship. The last 3 years for Northern Cache is just being about getting a little bit better every time. 16-7 3 years ago, 15-6 last year, and 18-5 this season from a year ago for Northern Cache. So far 1-0, and they're the number 11 team. They're just the first team receiving votes, but if you would count to 11 or 12, Northern Cache is number 11 in the preseason media poll in the state of North Dakota. This is our pregame show brought to you in part by our friends at Irie Insurance. For more information, visit Irie INS online at irieins.com for all of your insurance requests. Still to come before we get to the starting lineups and the opening tip. We'll hear from both coaches. Cody Steffens from Tri-State, DC Lucas with Northern Cache, part of our Coaches Corner. Take a look at the Region 1 standings and what happened on Tuesday and games going on tonight. We got a plethora for you here on yourliveevent.com in North Dakota alone. Maple River at Central Cache and Castleton later tonight. Joel Morgan on the call for you on that one. Enderlin at Sargent County. Nick will be on the call for you on that one. Also here, right here, Tri-State at Northern Cache just on your live event alone here tonight. So if your heart is into hoop season, we got you covered throughout the month of December, January, February, and March. For more information on the latest girls games, boys coming up next week, hockey and wrestling underway, go to yourliveevent.com or just simply subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching Your Live Event. We'll take a quick break. We're back after this with our Coaches Corner. Cody Steffens from Tri-State will join the conversation. Then we'll hear from DC Lucas as well. Opening tip around 7 o'clock tonight here in Hunter between Northern Cache and Tri-State. This is the Irie Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com.
Don't let the flu get you down. Fight the flu with a shot of prevention. Stop at Hillsborough Drug and get your flu shot today. No appointment is necessary. Shingle shots are also available. And don't forget your other pharmacy and healthcare needs at Hillsborough Drug. Over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items as well. For your convenience, Hillsborough Drug offers mail-out service and delivery of your prescriptions. Check out the gift items for all occasions, too. Hillsborough Drug is a locally owned pharmacy and proud to serve the area. They thank you for trusting them with your business at Hillsborough Drug. It's the 35th year of the Hillsborough Business Association Christmas Cash Campaign. Stop at Dakota Heritage Bank or Goose River Bank and sign up for the HBA's interest-free Christmas cash loans of $500 to $1,000 in Christmas cash available to qualified borrowers. Take 10 months to repay the loan with no finance charge or application fee. All participants will be given additional 10% of each loan amount in free Christmas cash, compliments of the Hillsborough EDC. Sign up for your interest-free Hillsborough Christmas Cash loan today and then visit the businesses participating in the HBA Christmas Cash promotion.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show here tonight from Hunter Northern Cast, the Jags hosting the Tri-State Tigers. With us now is Tri-State head coach, that is Cody Steffens. And Cody, game number 1 of the season going up against a scrappy Kindred club. Tight game back and forth down there in Rossall, but what did you take away from the opener on Tuesday night for your girls here for the Tigers?
I was really proud of how the girls came out with energy, and at one point in the second quarter we were down 14, and they could have very easily laid down, and we fought back, and I believe we led again in that game, so just a lot of energy. It was fans were pretty excited. It was a pretty good atmosphere down there.
And ultimately, 48 hours later, you hit the road. You go up against another really good opponent here in Northern Cass. I've asked coaches this all the time the first couple of weeks of the season. Yeah, you want to win every contest, but win, lose, or draw, so to speak. Cody, game number 2, what do you want to see improvement on from the first to the second game here?
We shot 46% from the free throw line, so that definitely needs to improve, and we got to cut our turnovers down. We had a lot of adrenaline that first game, so hopefully we can settle in and take care of the ball a little bit better.
Taking a look on the inside for you guys, the 6'1" senior Nora Braun. Remember her saying her name a ton last year, just getting rebounds, being a presence on the inside as well for the Tigers. What does she bring as a senior this season to Tri-State?
All our seniors bring great leadership. Nora, especially, that threat inside is huge. I think she came into this season in better shape. She's a little lighter on her feet, moving around. She's a force when she gets going.
Final thing for you, Cody, before we let you go. Against Northern Cass, just what's some keys from your point of view here tonight that have a chance to get this game in the fourth quarter like you did with Kindred, but maybe come away with a win? And more importantly, it's a region game as well, so try to get back to 500 here in Region 1 play.
Yep, like I said, we got to take care of the ball and control what we can control. We can't worry too much about things we can't control, and a lot of times that's what the girls get in their head, and we need to work on that too. So,
Cody, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck here tonight against Northern Cass.
All right, thank you.
And again, Tri-State Tiger head coach Cody Steffens with us here. We'll continue on our pregame show after this. The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show here tonight from Hunter between the Northern Cass Jaguars and the Tri-State Tigers. Joining us now is Northern Cass head basketball coach. That is DC Lucas. And DC girls basketball season is here. It is December. No rest for the weary for the Northern Cass team that made it to the state volleyball tournament. So a quick turnaround for these group of girls. But ultimately on Tuesday night, a road region win against Wymer Lidgewood Hankinson. What did you like from your team in the opening 4 quarters here, the 2022-23 season, DC?
I really like the energy. I think they came out. Listen, they're mentally and physically tired, but they really stepped up. I was impressed with not just the starters' mentality and energy, but also the bench. We had to go through quite a bit. I think we went all 11 deep, which was good to see, and they brought it. They were tired, so I had to use my timeouts effectively, but I was just happy the way they executed. We have a short playbook, and they executed it, so that was a good thing on game one.
And you went up against a quality Warbird team. You're going up against a good Tri-State Tiger team that you faced last year in the Region 1 tournament as well. So at the end of the day, DC, it is a new face on the bench for Tri-State, but Nora Braun and some of the seniors, I know they're going to present a challenge here for you tonight.
Yeah, they gave us a hard time 2 times last year. We went down there last year. I think they were ahead at halftime. I know at regionals they were ahead at halftime, so we know they're going to be a tough opponent. Braun's extremely tough in the middle, so we're going to throw some different things, and their guards can shoot the lights out too. So we'll have to adjust accordingly as the game goes on, but we know we got a pretty good opponent here tonight.
And it's going to be nice for you as a coach knowing you have the all-time scoring leader in Northern Cass, Allie Crockett, back. There's a lot of experience for you guys from a season ago coming back, or even 2-3 years that have played at the varsity level. So what is this starting 5 and 1 or 2 off the bench that has that experience? What do you want to see them throughout this season, specifically from a coach's point of view?
I think just to continue to gel. One thing I was really impressed with against our first game was our passing was tremendous. So if we can continue to move the ball and trust each other and get it down the floor, we're going to be okay. That's going to be the big component I'm going to look for. And just the little things, they're rusty on boxing out. They're rusty on playing some defense. So I'm hoping they can build on that. And then after this game, we get a little bit of a break that we can build on it and get some practices in.
Last thing for you, DC, just because, again, this team is coming off a state championship for volleyball. Between the two sports, we hear, obviously, on the boys' side, wrestling and football go hand in hand. Does volleyball and basketball go hand in hand, or is there some things that's different from a volleyball point of view than a basketball point of view? I would assume at the net and getting up for a rebound is probably where it comes, but does anything else come from volleyball to basketball?
Well, I'll tell you this much. The way I watch these girls blocking volleyball, I tell them they should not miss a rebound anytime. So that's one thing I always tell them. Probably the only thing is just a different type of conditioning. That's the biggest thing I've seen. This is the 3rd straight year they went to states. My 3rd straight year I've dealt with this. That's the biggest thing. But what I love about this team, because the majority of our volleyball players, they have that mentality, that championship mentality, which is good. When you have tough opponents like tonight, short turnaround. So it was a good practice yesterday. They got their mind right, the good energy. So I'm excited to see what we can do tonight.
DC, as always, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here against Tri-State.
You bet, thanks.
That again, DC Lucas from Northern Cass joined us on the pregame show. We'll put a bow after this on yourliveevent.com.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
As we come to a close here on our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance, let's take a look at what's going on across the region here in terms of region standings and what happened on Tuesday night in the openers as well for a handful of teams. Central Cass went down to Enderlin, and the Squirrels defeated the Eagles 63-31. Northern Cass defeated Wymer Lidgewood Hinkinson on the road by 20, 66-46. Tri-State lost by 7, 77-66 against Kindred and Rossholt. Fargo Oak Grove in a non-region game went to Hillsboro and topped the Burrows 60-24 on Tuesday night, and Lisbon lost, that is, at Maple River 62-41. Games tonight also: Mayport CG at Wymer Lidgewood in a non-region game. Hatton Northwood visiting Fargo Oak Grove. Richland at Kindred tonight. And then other Region 1 contests with Richland and Kindred. Tri-State Northern Cass here this evening. Opening tip about 5 minutes away. Enderlin at Sargent County and Maple River at Central Cass. So right now the Region 1 standings at 1-0. Central Cass, Kindred, Northern Cass, Maple River. Yet to play a Region 1 game entering play tonight. Fargo, Oak Grove, Sargent County, and Richland. And then Wymer, Lidgewood, Enderlin, Lisbon, and Tri-State all at 0-1 so far here in Region 1 play. The Class B poll brought to you in part by the North Dakota Associated Press Sportscasters and Sports Writers Association. Central Cass receiving 13 first-place votes, the number 1 team in the preseason poll, followed by Kenmare Bullbells receiving 1 first-place vote at number 2. The Kinder Vikings receiving 2 first-place votes at number 3. Bowman County is 4, and the Rugby Panthers at number 5. At 6, out of Region 2, the Thompson Tommies. Also out of Region 2 are the Grafton Spoilers. Shiloh Christian out of Region 5 at number 8. Edgeley, Cullum, Montpelier, who Northern Cass will see later in this month on December the 17th in the Buffalo City, ranked number 9, and Langdon Area Enmore Munich at number 10. Receiving votes just outside the top 10 is Northern Cass at 11, then Beulah, followed by Mayport, CG, Stanley, Cavalier, Oaks, Hatton, Northwood, and Kidder County. That, again, is the State Class B volleyball poll. Taking a look at both of these teams here, Northern Cass eventually throughout the year would love to make it back to a state tournament, trying the first since 2005. For the Tri-State Tigers, looking for their first state tournament appearance in North Dakota since they were Fairmont Campbell Tinta back in 2016. Northern Cass 1-0 on the season, 1-0 in Region 1 play. The Tri-State Tigers 0-1 on the season and 0-1 in Region 1 play. We'll take a quick break. We're back after this here with the starting lineups and the opening tip from Hunter. That does it for our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all of your insurance requests, visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. That again is irieins.com. We're back after this with the lineups and the tip here in Hunter. It's Region 1 girls basketball today here on yourliveevent.com.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
You couldn't pick a better community to be a part of. I've actually been to another college, and this one was a far better experience because of the support of the faculty and the staff here. It's just outstanding. My name is Andrew, and I'm here for my future.
It feels like you're at a bigger university. Right now I won't have any debt, and I might even gain a little extra money through scholarships. There's so many job opportunities. My name is Emily, and I'm here for my future.
The Command IQ app helps me manage the Wi-Fi in every room of the house however I want. Like this room, where my wife talks to her friends in her book club every week.
Oh. Darla? Honey, my Wi-Fi is down. That never happens.
Well, that's strange. Well, we'll see if we can get someone to come fix it next month. Command IQ, you're my new best friend.
As we get ready here for Tri-State and Northern Cass, the Tigers looking to get back to the 500 mark here early in this 2022-23 season, while for Northern Cass looking to get to 2-0 and then get a little break from the volleyball court into the basketball season here before their next game against Kindred, and that'll be on December the 13th. Taking a look at the starting lineups here for the Tri-State Tigers, they'll go like this. Isley Rabbit-Head, the 5'7" sophomore guard here for Rabbit-Head. The 5'5" senior guard, Morgan Navarrachel here, the 5'5" senior guard. Rainey Lawrence, the 5'8" junior guard. Lawrence at 5'8", her sister, the 5'9" freshman forward here is Shally Lawrence. Shelly Lawrence for the sophomore, and then Nora Braun here, a 6'1" senior center for the Tri-State Tigers. So Rabbit Head, Navarrete, Lawrence and Lawrence, that's Ramey and Shelly and Nora Braun here. Cody Steffens, the head coach of Tri-State. We go from that side of the court now to Northern Cass, the Jaguars here, head coach by D.C. Lucas in his third year here as the head coach for Northern Cass. One win on the season, that was against Wymer Lidgerwood Hankinson. Hayden Crockett, the 5'7" sophomore guard. Hayden at 5'7". Addison Rust, or Addie for short, the 5'6" junior guard. You have Ellie Lucas, the daughter of D.C. Ellie, the 6'1" junior guard and forward, as she will look to get some rebounds and alongside provide another opportunity here on the offensive side for Lucas. Josie Jensen, the 6'3" junior forward here for the Jags. Jensen at a tremendous state volleyball tournament will look to carry that here into basketball. And Hallie Crockett, the all-time leading scorer here in Northern Cass history, trying to get to around 1,500 career points either later tonight or against Kindred potentially on the 13th here for Northern Cass. So a pair of Crockett's and Hayden and Hallie, Russ, Lucas, and Jensen. D.C. Lucas again, the head coach for Northern Cass. 4 8-minute quarters with a 35-second shot clock here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard as we get ready to get this one underway. Northern Cass will be going left to right to start things off. Tri-State right to left. The Tigers out in their purple uniforms with gold numerals with black lettering with Tigers across the front. Northern Cass in their all-white uniforms and black numerals and lettering with Jaguars in cursive across the front. Opening tap is to Hayden Crockett. Right-handed layup off the front of the rim, and a rebound will come underneath, and we might have a jump ball possession. Will go to Tri-State. Lawrence gets the opening rebound here, but right out of the chute, Northern Cass had a chance to score, and they missed the right-handed layup as the Jags will see what kind of defense they come out here in a little zone trapping defense, and they get the tie-up and the turnover here. It's a pair of Crockett sisters that earn the steal. So now it's going to be Tri-State. We'll see how they match up. They run a little half-court 1-2-2 or extended 3-2 depending on how you look at it. They swing it. Crockett, Hallie open left wing, and she rattles it in for the triple. Opening points here go to Northern Cass in the opening 30 seconds in this Region 1 girls basketball game. Tri-State last season finished 6th in the pack as Jensen gets the block on the inside after a turnaround shot by Shaylee Lawrence. Lawrence wants to go back inside on Jensen and gets Josie with the foul. Unable to go straight up, try to block it with her right hand, got enough of the arm, and Jensen will pick up her first and the team's first. But for Tri-State last season, finishing 6th in the region, and then the Region 1 girls basketball tournament from a season ago took 3 extra days to start because of a snowstorm, where Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and finally the week of the tournament that should have been the championship night, that's when the tournament got underway earlier this year or last season, how you look at it, as Lawrence makes number 1 and makes number 2. And for Tri-State, they were unable to practice all week with all different kinds of school districts in North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota, as they will kick it right-hand side, and this will be Rust. A deep 3 is off the mark, and a backside rebound by Lawrence, her second of the team here for Tri-State. Bounce pass inside. That's the other Lawrence, and Ramey. She leaves it now to Rabbit Head. Rabbit Head going hard down the paint left, and a layup scoop off the backboard for 2. Isley will give Tri-State their first lead of the game here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Ball goes to Russ, left wing, free throw line extended against this zone. Crockett thought about a college range 3, thought better of it. Now it goes back left wing to the other Crockett. Hayden, she'll shoot the triple. That one's long, and the rebound goes to Morgan. Navarrete with the basketball in the front court, finds a streaking Lawrence. Bounce pass across the paint to Braun. Oh, what a find! And Nora Braun now with her first field goal of the night. Give the assist to Lawrence. Other side here goes Hayden Crockett with the end one. Before you can blink, back and forth we go early here in the opening 90 seconds. Foul will be on Rabbit Head. That'll be her first and the team's first here, as going to the free throw line is Hayden Crockett. So far, Hallie with 3, Hayden with 2. Tri-State led by the 2 of Braun, the 2 of Shally Lawrence, and the 2 by Rabbit Head. And Hayden Crockett evens this one up at 6 apiece here. This doesn't feel like game number 2 of the season. Both teams working some rust off on Tuesday night. Quickly back and forth here. Open. Thought about a 3 inside instead to Lawrence. And Jensen will pick up her second foul. And that's another free throw line attempt here for Shally. She'll try to convert the good old-fashioned 3-point play. And if this one's against Josie Jensen again, that'll be her second. And we'll have it at the free throw line here. And that one is good. So coming in on the interior now for Northern Cass. We'll see where they go. Trailing it by 3 right now. They're trying to go to Jensen. Good steal by Ramey Lawrence, and then almost turned over the other way. Back and forth, and Coach D.C. Lucas mentioned it on our pregame show that this is going to be a scrappy game. Tri-State gave them everything they could handle in both matchups last season. The Tigers looking to get back to a 1-1 record. Shot short inside. Josie Jensen gets the block after the putback by Ramey Lawrence. And we're going to have a timeout here by D.C. Lucas. We'll break as well. 5:46 left to play in the opening quarter. It's the visiting Tigers up by 3. This timeout brought to you in part by our friends at Bank North on YourLiveEvent.com.
Here, when your future lies ahead, we help set you on the right course. When your whole world is about to change, we help you prepare for your new life. When staying healthy means staying informed, we help you find answers. This is perseverance, understanding, connection. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
Timeout again brought to you in part by our friends at Bank North. For more information, visit ibanknorth.com. That's ibanknorth.com to check out one of their little branches coming up later today. This one on the inside, trying to get stolen away. Nora Braun tries to fend it off. Last touch. Well, they're going to say it's off of Northern Cass. Tess Jalbert, the 5'8 freshman guard, being very active after she gets inserted with Jensen with 2 fouls now on the bench here for Northern Cass. The Jags going to a little man-to-man defense now after a little bit of zone. Inside Lawrence, going straight up was Hayden Crockett. Ball out of play off the aforementioned Hayden as Shalley there was trying to finish on the left block. Lucas guards the inbound here with Rabbit-Head. Rabbit-Head pops a pass on the inside to Braun, and there's going to be a traveling violation here on Tri-State. That's their second turnover, and one thing Cody Steffen said, hey, they have to limit turnovers here against the Jags, force them into a half-court game, and make some free throws. In the season opener, Tri-State went 16 of 35 from the charity stripe. Crockett, Halley misses inside, ball gets tapped out of bounds, and 2 Tri-State. So Northern Cass has missed what you would say some bunnies early on here. Kayla Treader will come back in for the first time here tonight, the 5'8 junior guard. As man defense continues here by the Jags, and Treader, well, this one will almost go out of bounds, but instead it's going to be with Lawrence. Lawrence gets cut off left short corner, tries to finish with the left hand. Tough shot off the mark. Rebound goes to Hayden Crockett. Crockett looking to push with numbers for the sophomore guard. Crockett inside to Treader. Treader left pocket. That'll be off the mark long, and Nora Braun collects her first rebound of the evening. Other side now for Shalley. Shalley left wing free throw line extended inside to Rabbit-Head. Power dribble, finishing off the left-handed side of the window for 2. Isley now with 4 points to lead the floor for Tri-State with her and Lawrence. That's Shalley with 5 and a turnover. Going the other side of the ball now it's going to be Rabbit-Head looking to go coast to coast, and Lucas with the block. Tri-State though, sister to sister. That's Ramey to Shalley to finish with the 2 points. And right now Tri-State is on a run at 13-6. Crockett, stop, pop, Halley off the back tab, no. Rebound, going to be tousled for, and it's going to be underneath, and ball will go to the Tri-State Tigers. But with the timeout by Coach D.C. Lucas, it's been a little 4-0 run right now here for the Tri-State Tigers over the last minute and 23 seconds of play. And Northern Cass right now looking to get something going defensively here as Tri-State's done a really good job attacking the paint, getting to the free throw line, and also finishing here this evening. Lawrence, that's going to be Ramey. Kick out left-hand side, Rabbit-Head back to Ramey. Left elbow jumper, that's good. And right now, Tri-State just can't seem to miss. Up by 9 here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. The Tigers looking good early on. Crockett, nice up and under move, left-handed layup for 2. Halley made herself available at the free throw line and took very little time to get to the 10. Tri-State right now up by 7. They've had the answer so far in the opening 4 minutes. Can it continue? Lucas will call for the body foul here, and that'll be Ellie's first, and that'll be the team's third. So some size picking up some fouls here for the Jags with the 6'3 Josie Jensen and the 6'1 Lucas. As checking out of the game will be Tess Jalbert. Coming back in will be Addison Russ, the 5'6" junior guard. A lot of these players here from Northern Cass were part of that state volleyball championship team, and they went right into basketball mode here. As talking with DC Lucas, just saying, hey, we're just going to get our basketball legs underneath us here. That'll come, but got to worry about the defense, and they get it there. Hayden to Hallie, tries to chase it down, unable to do so, and a turnover here. Well, Tri-State, this has been a squad that's been competitive here in Region 1. Taking a look, the last 3 seasons finishing with 10 wins, and 11. Now a squad that wants to continue to rise here, maybe be a team that earns that quarterfinal round bye this season, as well as a top 5 team. Shot gets blocked with Crockett after the jumper there by Callie Grefsrud. And now it's going to be on the near sideline for Treader in transition. Hayden Crockett, hanger, that one floater off the mark. No, Hallie Crockett put back, good for 2. Hallie right now with 7 points and a rebound, and the Jags are chipping away at this deficit, now down by 5. Tri-State front court using up her dribble, and there's Crockett for the steal. Crockett will handle it. Can she go coast to coast? And the left-handed layup and one. That's how you reach 1,500 points as a senior here. Crockett with 9 so far. The foul coming here with Macy Fritz, it looks like there, and Fritz will pick up the foul. The 5'5" freshman guard, her first and the team's second. Right now it's the Crockett's with 10, Tri-State with 15. Free throw attempt on the way for Hallie, and she got it. Hallie right now in double digits as she's got 10 points. Hayden now, she's got the and one for 3, and there's your 15 now on her Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. So currently it's a nice 7-0 run here for Northern Cass with 2:36 left to play in the first quarter. This one right-hand side, Tri-State trying to go high-low. The low to Braun. Fronting there is Crockett. Then we're going to get a reach and foul here on Tri-State, and this might be on the aforementioned Braun, and it's going to be. Nora Braun's going to pick up the foul, her first, team's third, so both teams with 3 fouls right now. Jensen has 2, Lucas has 1 for Northern Cass, as Tess will check back into the contest for Lucas. For Tri-State, 1 on Rabbit Head, 1 on Fritz, and 1 on Braun. Zone continues here for the Tigers. With it near sideline is Treader, and jumping the passing lane there is Ramey Lawrence as she gets the steal. Up the other end of the floor, a little 2-on-2. Nice backdoor cut. Left-handed layup off the mark, though, by Grefsrud. And then we're going to get a jump ball. Tie-up possession will favor Northern Cass. Both coaches mentioned they just want to see a little bit more hustle and energy here in Game 2 of the season compared to what they saw in Game 1. Both going up against quality opponents. Wymer Lidgewood co-oping with Hankinson this season. And on the other side, Tri-State going up against the Kindred Vikings in the season opener. Nice backdoor find off the backboard for 2 is Kayla Treader. Give Hallie Crockett the assist. We're tied at 15 apiece. Tri-State now in the front court. They'll handle it near sideline with Rabbit Head. Rabbit Head back up top. That'll be to Navarrete. Navarrete will look it. Left-hand side now. Lawrence posting up on the inside. That's Shaylee, and that shot is off the front of the rim. Second chance, and Hayden Crockett gets called for the foul. That'll be Hayden's first, team's fourth, as Shalley will pick up her second rebound so far in this first quarter. 3 of 3 from the line with 7 points as well. She's been a one-woman wrecking crew. Free throw attempts, 1 of 2 on the way for the lefty. And Tri-State's got a couple on their team. Free throw is off the mark. So she has shot all the free throw attempts so far here for Shalley for the Tri-State Tigers. Second free throw attempt on the way is good and gives Tri-State the 1-point edge here. This one in the front court now for Treader. Going up against this 2-3 zone. High post touch to Crockett. Crockett over Braun. Rattles it in. 12 points now for Hallie Crockett. Go on the other side for the Tri-State Tigers. Rabbit Head inside. Shaylee Lawrence off the mark. No good. Ball gets pinballed around and will right to Treader. Treader will handle it the other way. The pass off the right-handed intended teammate in Tess Jalbert. Turnover number 5 and a timeout on the floor will break as well. Timeout brought to you in part by our friends at Bank North here, as it's a 1-point edge for the Northern Cass Jaguars on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency that provides protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
17-16 here after the timeout, brought to you in part by Bank North. First one taken by Tri-State, so both teams have 4 timeouts remaining, and we'll see where Cody Steffens goes here after the timeout against this man defense for Northern Cass. Rabbit head crossing over right to left, trying to get by Jalbert, does, and then loses the basketball. Crockett looking to go coast to coast the other way, left-handed layup, no, and now it's going to be in the hands of Lawrence as Nora Braun was on the other side here, off the window for 2. Nora now with 4 points, and Tri-State takes the lead back up by 1. About a 10-second differential between shot clock and the game clock. 2-for-1 opportunity, hanging, shooting, and scoring is Hayden Crockett. She's got 5. Going the other side now for Tri-State. Posting up is Lawrence. Ball gets skipped right-hand side to Navarrachel. Trying to work the high-low game with Braun low on the block. No backside help. Braun says thank you very much, but can't make the layup. Rebound going the other way now to Hayden Crockett. Both teams have missed some bunnies underneath here in the opening quarter, and Northern Cass can take the final shot here of the opening quarter. The ball will be with Crockett. Leaves it now to Halley, and now we have a whistle as the shot clock was about a half second to a second off compared to the game clock. And now we'll see where they put it at, as what should have happened again. The shot clock should have went off final play, but instead it was about a second in front of the actual game clock. So the refs see it, want to make sure they get it right, but it does disrupt the game of playing. It does now, instead of a free-flowing offense, will force Northern Cass to inbound it to the sideline. But the proper call by our officiating crew here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. So again, it was about 4 seconds on the game clock. It was about 3 seconds on the shot clock. So you have to make sure you got everything good to go, and we'll see what they do. They'll have a substitution coming in before that, though. Ava Fritz returns, the 5'8" senior forward. 4.3 seconds remain here in the opening quarter. Jake's got to go quickly. Hayden Crockett, left wing, got to get a shot off. Dribble, pull back, off the mark, and that's how we'll end our first quarter of play. After 1 quarter of play on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's Northern Cass up by 1.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in North Dakota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
The Command IQ app helps me manage the Wi-Fi in every room of the house however I want. Like this room, where my wife talks to her friends in her book club every week.
Oh. Darla? Honey, my Wi-Fi is down. That never happens.
Well, that's strange. Well, we'll see if we can get someone to come fix it next month. Command IQ, you're my new best friend.
Make sure you patronize all of our sponsors for allowing us to be here. Chase Miller alongside Aiden Hall with us here for this Region 1 Girls Basketball Contest as we get ready here for the second quarter. Tri-State right now with the basketball. They were led by the 8 points of Shally Lawrence here in the opening 8 minutes. Lawrence with the basketball at the top of the key, uses it right-hand side now to Navarrachel, taking that pick and roll with Nora Braun, looking for Braun on the inside. Nothing there. Fritz with it now at the right elbow. Right-hand side is Lawrence as she goes to the 10. Bounce pass the other way back to Lawrence. Shaley looks to spin on the baseline, and a foul reaching across was Hayden Crockett. She didn't go straight up to start as she came over with her right hand, and Crockett will pick up her second, the team's fifth. And, well, Shally Lawrence so far 4 of 5 from the free throw line, and she will go right back to the charity stripe. Trying to tie the game at 19 and potentially take a lead. Northern Cass in the first quarter led by Hallie Crockett with 12 points, a 3 and 1 of 1 from the free throw line for Crockett. Free throw attempts number 2. That one's off the mark. Ball gets tapped out, and this will be last touch off of Braun. Both teams with 5 turnovers in the opening 8 minutes. Northern Cass went 2 of 2 from the free throw line, while Tri-State went 4 of 5. Rebounds +4 in favor of Tri-State. So tied at 19 apiece here with 7:30 left to play in the second quarter. Little zone defense continues by Tri-State. Crockett crossing over on the baseline, spins now, uses up that dribble. Ball gets skipped to Rust. Rust around the horn to Hayden Crockett. Deep 3 on the way. That one rattles out, and the rebound comes down to Shallie Lawrence. She's working on a double-double with her 3rd rebound, and the foul here will be on Lucas. Lucas will pick up her 2nd, team 6, so you have 2 on Hayden, 2 on Ellie, and 2 right now on Josie Jensen here for Northern Cass. And the next foul will put Tri-State into the bonus in the 1-and-1 opportunity. Ball will be between the circles here for Tri-State as they handle it now with Ramey Lawrence. Right-hand side for the Tigers. Top of the key now, that's with Macy Fritz. Ball gets skipped just inside the 3-point line, and rattling one in is Ava Fritz. She's the 5th different Tiger in the scoring column right now. High post touch. This goes to Jensen. 3-pointer by Hallie Crockett. Top of the key off the front iron. And the rebound here to Ramey Lawrence, her 5th. Other end of the floor, and Crockett gets a block shot, but the shot goes right back on the inside. That'll go to Macy Fritz. Now Tri-State with 6 different players in the scoring column. They will handle it. Hayden Crockett, quick shot the other way, but got it to go for 2. Hayden now with 7 points. The Jags down by 4 here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Still coming up on our halftime show, brought to you in part by Hunter Insurance Agency. Out-of-town scoreboard. This game starting earlier in front of most. That'll start at 7:30 tonight. Also, we'll take a look at the first half numbers and more. That's all to come on our halftime show. Fritz, 3-pointer, left pocket. Can't get the roll here by Ava. Rebound goes to Hayden, her 3rd to lead the floor for Northern Cass. As Hayden Crockett in the front court pops a pass to Rust. High arching 3 off the backboard, no good. And a board coming here to Lawrence. Ramey with it in the front court. Now leads a little 4-on-4. Finds Shallie. And she's going to go hard down the paint. Leaves it at the top of the key now to Macy Fritz. Fritz at the right wing. Pops a pass for the other Fritz. That's with Ava. And we'll have a 3-second violation turnover on Tri-State. So a pair of sisters in the Lawrences and a pair of Fritzes right now in Tri-State. And the Tigers will make a couple of substitutions. Callie Grefsrud comes to the floor. Also with her returning is Isley Rabbithead. Right now for Northern Cass, Tess Jalbert back in the game here. Ball goes right-hand side to Russ. Inside now to Crockett. Hallie on the baseline, cut for 2. Hallie right now with a game-high 14 points. We're tied at 23 apiece. We're tied at 19-19 about 2 minutes ago. Up and over pass inside Braun, and Jensen gets called for the foul. Jensen with her 3rd, team 7th, and Nora Braun with 4 points will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Tri-State 6 of, make that 5 of 7 from the stripe. Jensen did everything well. The problem was late. She tried to block it with her right hand coming down. If she would go straight up, there would have been no call there, but instead Jensen has to come out of the game as Kayla Treader will check in for the 5'7 junior guard. And right now, Coach Lucas's bench is going to get tested here as this continues. So far, 7 players have played here for Coach Lucas. Free throw attempt number 2 will rattle in here for Nora Braun. Goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line as Russ brings in the front court. Crockett left-hand side. Dribble pull up left baseline. That shot is long. Rebound underneath to Hayden, and there's a foul on the reach. Tri-State will pick up the foul. That's their 4th as a team. This one coming on Rabbithead, her 2nd. So inbounds the basketball now for Addison Rust on the right baseline here. As Rust looks for a teammate, finds one there in Crockett. Hayden at the top of the key. Hayden looking for a 3, spot on, and she buries it. Hayden now in double digits with 10. She joins her sister Hallie with a made 3-pointer as well, and Northern Cass leads it by 2. Tri-State with the basketball here, leaves it left wing. This one at the left-hand side to Ramey Lawrence. Pops a pass on the interior. Nice inside game to Grefsrud. Shot off the mark there by Braun, and then the ball gets taken away by Hayden Crockett the other way. Crockett looking for a little crow hop inside to Treader for 2. Treader now with 4 points here, and that's the advantage for Northern Cass on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Up and over pass inside to Braun, and another foul coming on the Jags. Jalbert will pick up her first, team's 8th. Braun goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. She's got 5 points here on the night, but the backside defense just hasn't been there enough consistently for Northern Cass to try to take that high-low game away. Braun free throw attempt is off the mark. In the second quarter, Tri-State 2 of 5 from the free throw line, but Braun a chance to make it a one-possession game here where they made free throw. Second, this one will be long. Rebound goes to Allie Crockett, her second. Crockett the other way. Crossover goes to Tin, goes through, and she gets fouled, and 2 shots upcoming. Crockett right now with 14 points. The foul on Navarrachel, that'll be Morgan's first and the team's 5th. Earlier today in North Dakota, we found out that, well, the first step moving forward for a 3-class system has been accepted and moved forward for boys and girls basketball by the High School Activities Association. The next thing now is to begin a process determining what the financial and staff considerations will be if they do go to 3 classes. But the first step of a couple has been approved. Crockett misses both free throws. Tri-State with the rebound here with Shally Lawrence. And now Crockett gets the steal, the pickpocket steal. Hallie coast to coast, and she finishes for 2. And a timeout on the floor will break as well. Crockett with a Sweet 16. Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. It's the Jags up by 6.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
Aiden Hall running the camera. Chase Miller with you here tonight inside Northern Cass High School with 4:04 left to play here in the opening half. Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit ibanknorth.com as you'll be headed in the right direction with Bank North from business and consumer banking and lending and more. So a 6-point lead here for Northern Cass over the Tri-State Tigers. Other games tonight in Region 1, Maple River at Central Cass. You can check that out on yourliveevent.com. Also, Enderlin at Sargent County and Milner coming up later tonight. Richland visits Kindred in non-region games. Mayport CG at Wymer Lidgewood Hankinson and Hatton Northwood at Fargo Oak Grove. After the second timeout by Tri-State, they go inside to Shally Lawrence, and she gets fouled. Shally so far with 9 points in the game. She's 5 of 7 from the free throw line and 2 fouls now on Tess. So you have 2 on Hayden, 2 on Ellie, 2 on Tess, and 3 on Josie. And it's double bonus from here on out as well for Tri-State. Free throw attempt rattles in. And for Coach D.C. Lucas, might have to go to the bench a little bit more here in game number 2 of the season. Free throw attempt number 2 rattles out. Rebound be one underneath by the aforementioned Tess. Outlet pass goes to Hayden Crockett. Jags up by 5. Crockett with the pass ball finds Rust. Rust at the top of the key gives it to Jalbert. Crockett posting up on the right block does. Hang shoots off the backboard. Good for 2. 6 points in the quarter and now 18 points in the game for Hallie Crockett. Tri-State will handle it, looking on the interior, leaves it left wing on the near sideline. That's Ramey inside to Shally, and she finishes for 2. 12 points now for the 5'9 freshman here in Shally. Crockett going the other way. Spinorama off the window, shot off the mark, and a board coming down to Grefster. Both teams wasting very little time when they have the basketball, looking to get some shots up early and often. Lawrence spins. This one straight up by Tess Jalbert. Crockett gets the rebound. Outlet pass the other way, and probably a good foul here is Hayden Crockett at an open daylight. But the problem is that foul comes on Rabbit and that's her 3rd. Team 6, so from here on out now for Northern Cass, they will have the 1-and-1 opportunity as Ava Fritz will check into the contest for the Tigers. Kayla Treader, the 5'7 junior guard in the game here for Northern Cass. The Jags 1-0 on this season. Tri-State 0-1. Crockett, spot him up, shoot him up, and bury it. Hallie Crockett with her 2nd triple of the evening. And Crockett right now has 9 points in the quarter, 21 points in the contest here. She's got 60% of the scoring for Northern Cass. Going the other way is Shelly Lawrence, misses not once but twice, but gets a couple of offensive rebounds. Fritz just inside the three-point line. That shot is going to be off the front iron. Hayden Crockett goes the other way, has numbers. Crockett left-handed scoop shot, layup for two in transition. And Hayden now has 12. A 10-point lead for the Jags. It's the largest lead here for Northern Cass tonight. Tri-State between the circles here looking for a bucket the other way. Ramey Lawrence bounce pass inside Nora. Braun spins and will have a traveling violation here on the Tigers. Their 8th turnover of the contest. But I tell you what, both teams' MO is run and gun. This is good old-fashioned Class B basketball, boys or girls, where you didn't need a shot clock back in the day. Deep three-pointer by Hayden Crockett's going to be off the mark, and Shelly Lawrence picks up her 7th rebound of the evening. Lawrence, high post. This goes to Fritz. Fritz looking to the other Lawrence and Ramey. Bounce pass. Shelly inside tic-tac, but can't finish. Shelly with another opportunity. Power dribble misses underneath. Gets another chance, and she will go back to the free throw line. 12 points and 9 rebounds for Lawrence. 2 shots upcoming here, as the foul will be on Treader. She's got fouls to give, however, her first. 1:46 left to play here in the opening half. Free throw attempt, number 1. That one will rattle in. 13 now on the night for Lawrence. And Tri-State just continues to get a little bit better, and Lawrence is going to be a problem for years to come. Just a freshman here for the Tigers. Free throw attempt number 2 is good. She's got 14 and cuts that deficit down to 8. Other side, Hayden Crockett, right pocket 3. Off the back tab, no good. And a rebound goes to the elder sister in Ramey, the senior. Ramey in the front court spins, looking inside for Braun. Now gives it to Fritz. Cross court to Braun, but Crockett there on the front picks up the steal. Hallie crossing over left to right. Stop, pop, shot is off the mark. And, well, there's your double-double in the first half for Shelly Lawrence. Other way goes Fritz off her hands. And Tri-State with back-to-back turnovers here with 78 seconds left to play in the opening half on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Right now it's been the Crockett show, both from Hallie and Hayden. They have combined for 35 points here for the Jags. Bounce pass goes to the high post to Hallie. That one turnover. Turnover number 6 now for Northern Cass. Other end of the floor, Shelly Lawrence shot is off the mark. Good rebound underneath by Treader. Jump ball possession will go to the Jags. After tonight, Northern Cass with a little time just to work on some practices. Next game at Kindred on December the 13th. For Tri-State, they're right back in rhythm tomorrow night against Wheaton Herman Norcross. Turnover the other side now for Northern Cass. Jags with the 66 points in their win over the Widemeyer Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds in their opener on Tuesday, while Tri-State with 66 points in their loss by 11 to Kindred. So both teams early on the season showing you they can fill it up here on the court. Shelly Lawrence drives, gets cut off there, left short corner. Nice bounce pass to Ramey. Tries to finish with the right hand, unable to do so. Ball gets tipped out. Now we'll have a 1-and-1 opportunity as Hayden Crockett will go to the free throw line. So far with 12 points on the evening, 7th foul on the way here for the Tri-State Tigers, and a chance for Northern Cass where they haven't done much at the line tonight. So far just 2 of 4 from the stripe. Foul coming here on Ramey Lawrence, her first. Substitution, Macy Fritz will check in for the aforementioned Ramey. After one quarter of play was 19-18 Northern Cass. They've extended that lead here in the second stanza. Crockett free throw got it. So 13 for Hallie, make it 13 for Hayden, and 21 for Hallie so far here. Free throw attempts number 2 for Hayden, and add them up now to 14. And Northern Cass back with that 10-point lead here in the last 2 minutes of play. Kind of been hovering around that 10-8 point mark. Tri-State with the basketball. They can hold for the final shot if they want. Right-hand side with it is Fritz. Fritz lost it for a moment. Still loose on the floor, and we're going to have a jump ball possession will go to Tri-State. And the Tigers will handle it right back, and DC Lucas might want a quick substitution here with Casey Fix, the 5'5 junior guard, coming into the game for Hayden, who's got those 2 fouls, doesn't want Hayden to pick up a third. As Tri-State will inbound the basketball. Looking for Braun on the inside. Braun, 15-footer. That one's off. Rebound, though, underneath, and they find Lawrence. Shot is short. Board goes the other side now for Northern Cass. 8 seconds. Shot is up, and shot is good on the way for Addison Rust. Tri-State with 2 with 1. Good if it goes. Lawrence off the backboard, and that's how we'll end this first half of play. After 1 half of play, it's Northern Cass 41. It's Tri-State 29 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Our halftime show, brought to you in part by Hunter Insurance Agency, is next.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119, 636-2119, or planterdoc.com.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
We make products that last decades. Being able to stand behind our products and having something that is so known for that is awesome.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source from sunup to sundown. They're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance. Protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
At the half, brought to you in part by our friends here at Hunter Insurance Agency. Hunter Insurance Agency, dedicated to providing you the best support for your insurance requests from crop, hail, farm, commercial, and home. For more information, go online at hunterinsuranceagency.com. It's Northern Cass 41, Tri-State 29. The Jags led with 19 points in the first quarter, 22 points in the second. Tri-State with 18 points in the first 8 minutes and 11 points in the second 8 minutes, and that's how we got to our score. First half numbers for the Tri-State Tigers. Team numbers, 6 players in the scoring column. They have yet to hit a three tonight, and they really haven't forced one yet, either from beyond the perimeter. 18 rebounds, 9 of 15 from the free throw line, and 10 turnovers. For the Jags on the opposite side, they have 7 turnovers here in the opening 16 minutes. 4 players in the scoring column, 3 threes, 4 of 6 from the line shooting so far, and 14 rebounds. Tri-State led by the double-double performance of Shallie Lawrence with 14 points and 10 boards. You have 5 points here by Nora Braun, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. 4 points by Isley Rabbithead. 2 points, 7 rebounds by Ramey Lawrence, 2 points by Ava Fritz, and 2 points on the board by Macy Fritz here for the Tri-State Tigers. Again, the Tigers led by the 14 points and 10 rebounds by Shallie Lawrence, who's 8 of 11 from the free throw line. For Northern Cass, the other way, 21 points by Hallie Crockett. She has 2 threes, 1 of 3 from the stripe with 3 rebounds here for Hallie Crockett. Her younger sister, Hayden, not to be outdone with 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 of 3 from the line with 1 made 3 here for Hayden. 4 points then by Kayla Treader and 2 points by Addison Russ. Northern Cass again led by the 21 of Hallie Crockett here for the Jags. We'll continue on our halftime show, brought to you in part by Hunter Insurance Agency. We'll take a look at other games going on across yourliveevent.com tonight and more. The Jags again leading it with Hallie Crockett with 21, while Shallie Lawrence already has a double-double for Tri-State with 14 points and 10 rebounds. Our Hunter Insurance Agency halftime show continues after this.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on yourliveevent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on yourliveevent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Don't let the flu get you down. Fight the flu with a shot of prevention. Stop at Hillsborough Drug and get your flu shot today. No appointment is necessary. Shingle shots are also available. And don't forget your other pharmacy and healthcare needs at Hillsborough Drug. Over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items as well. For your convenience, Hillsborough Drug offers mail-out service and delivery of your prescriptions. Check out the gift items for all occasions, too. Hillsborough Drug is a locally owned pharmacy and proud to serve the area. They thank you for trusting them with your business at Hillsborough Drug. It's the 35th year of the Hillsborough Business Association Christmas Cash Campaign. Stop at Dakota Heritage Bank or Goose River Bank and sign up for the HBA's interest-free Christmas cash loans of $500 to $1,000 in Christmas cash available to qualified borrowers. Take 10 months to repay the loan with no finance charge or application fee. All participants will be given additional 10% of each loan amount in free Christmas cash, compliments of the Hillsborough EDC. Sign up for your interest-free Hillsborough Christmas Cash loan today and then visit the businesses participating in the HBA Christmas Cash promotion.
Good quality basketball in the opening 16 minutes here on our Hunter Insurance Agency halftime show. It's Northern Cass 41-29 over the Tri-State Tigers as they finished that first half on an 11-5 run as well to close out the half here for Northern Cass. Again, 35 of the 41 points combined with Hallie and Hayden Crockett so far for the Jags. Well, for the Tigers, Shallie Lawrence with 14 points, and she just continued to shine, her and Nora Braun as well. Braun with 5 points here, 1 of 4 from the free throw line here for the Tri-State Tigers. Some other games just getting underway here on yourliveevent.com. In Minnesota, you have Peter Nance on the call for Norman County, East Hewlin Hinterdal at Hawley. In North Dakota, in Region 1 girls basketball, Enderlin and Sargent County. And also, Joel Morgan has the call in Castleton with the Central Cass Squirrels and the Maple River Raiders. Again, those games going on tonight here on yourliveevent.com. So check them out here by simply going on our YouTube page. Sargent County leads it in the first half, 30-18 over the Enderlin Eagles right now in that varsity contest. But go to yourliveevent.com or simply hit subscribe on our YouTube channel by searching Your Live Event, and check out our media pages where we have the Your Live Event Coaches Show Wednesday nights with Joe Lancello every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock here from area coaches in Minnesota and North Dakota, some administrators, players, and more. That's throughout the season here on yourliveevent.com. For the Tri-State Tigers, a couple of non-region games after tonight as they go up against Wheaton Herman Norcross tomorrow, and then December the 12th, their next contest at Great Plains Lutheran in South Dakota. Well, for Northern Cass, they're going to get tested in their next couple of games here with perennial power in the Kindred Vikings at Kindred on December the 13th. Then they go to Jamestown at the University of Jamestown and go up against 9th-ranked Edgeley-Coloma-Pillier, and then always a quality club in Lemoore-Litchfield, and that'll be their next home game for Northern Cass on December the 19th, and we'll have that one for you right here on your live event. The Jags 1-0 on the season, Tri-State 0-1. 16 minutes of basketball remains. We'll take a quick break. That does it for our Hunter Insurance Agency halftime show. Contact Johnny Jorgensen today in Hunter or go online to hunterinsuranceenagency.com. Quick timeout. We're back after this with the second half on yourliveevent.com.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Chase Miller, Aiden Hall with you here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard in Hunter. Up by 12 Northern Cass here against the Tri-State Tigers as we get ready for this second half of play. Tri-State will stay in that 1-2-2 zone. Josie Jensen inside, jumper off the mark, but Lucas, that's Ellie, gets the rebound. Inside goes to Crockett. Nice rip through for two. Crockett now with a Michael Jordan, 23 points here, the original starting five with Crockett, Russ, Lucas, Jensen, and Crockett here for Northern Cass. Opposite side, wasting very little time, tickling the twine, is Ramey Lawrence. Same thing, Rabbit Head, Navarrachel, Lawrence, and Braun here, the original starting five here for Tri-State. Open is Russ, cross-court skip on the way to Lucas. Lucas pops it past to Jensen. Her shot is off the mark, and a rebound going the other way, and Hayden Crockett's going to pick up her third foul. So you got three with Crockett, three with Jensen, and the rebound coming underneath here for the Tri-State Tigers with Ramey. She's got her 8th rebound. Third quarter of play here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Tri-State near sideline. You don't even need a 20-second shot clock, it feels like, with these two teams tonight. This one goes to Navarrachel, uses up that dribble, back up top to Lawrence, bounce pass inside to Braun, and ball gets stolen away by Crockett. Hallie with a 2-on-2. Hallie goes right to the 10, hang, shoot, that shot is off the mark, and Shalley will pick up the rebound, her 11th, and we have a double dribble the other way here on Tri-State. Opening half of play, 3 made threes for the Jags. They were 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 0 from beyond the arc for Tri-State, but 9 of 15 from the line. Crockett open deep 2, got it to go. Crockett with 25 points is a stat stuffer here tonight. Tri-State the other way, looking inside. Shalley Lawrence lost it for a moment. Inside Nora Braun, power dribble over Jensen, who goes straight up. Braun with another opportunity, and Jensen earns the block and will go out of play and stay with Tri-State. But Josie did a much better job going straight up and not going for the block shot like you want to do in volleyball at times to stay straight up. This one coming around, Rabbit Head. She'll shoot the 3 off the iron, no good. Rabbit Head follows her shot, and a foul on Hayden Crockett, and that'll be her 4th. Follow your shot, and it's the old adage in basketball, and able to do it perfectly there was Rabbit Head. And now for Coach D.C. Lucas, yeah, you got this lead up to 46-31, but some foul trouble starting to brew right now here for the Jags. This one goes to the baseline. Now back up top. Here's Ramey Lawrence, guarded there by Lucas. At the top of the key, they leave it to Ramey Lawrence. Bounce pass, right-hand side, Rabbit Head, interior to Shalley Lawrence. Spins on Jensen. Shot is off the front of the 10. Rebound comes to Ramey, her 9th. Top of the key, Rabbit Head, right on, and spots it up for 3. A bucket that Northern Cass was looking for, and Tri-State was looking for as they get it back within 12. Open, other side, Treader. She'll pop it and she'll drop it. Treader now has scored in every quarter. She's got 7. Other side, Lawrence with the triple, back tab, no. Rebound underneath. This one goes to Tri-State off the mark. Lawrence with a second crack at it after the miss by Morgan. And now Ramey Lawrence will pick up the 2 points. She's got 6 points and 10 rebounds, and Crockett goes the other side. That one off the mark, and Shalley picks up her 12th board. Opposite side now for Tri-State. Getting cut off there by Lucas. Inside pass to Braun. Hang shoot over Jensen. That shot is off the mark. Treader with it, and then we're going to have a jump ball. Possession goes to Tri-State. Geez, if you blink, you're going to miss some action here. Back and forth. It feels like a 50-meter indoor track meet between Northern Cass and Tri-State tonight. First one to 75-80. Looks to maybe win this puppy. Tri-State Braun, power dribble, rabbit head just inside the three-point line off the front of the 10. Ball gets tapped out by Lucas, and will stay with the Tri-State Tigers. Good Region 1 girls basketball game, and talking with some coaches, you feel like Kindred, Central Cass, Northern Cass, probably your top three, just in terms of what they did last year, what they're bringing back in the tradition of those programs. But then it's open really after that. Who wants that 4 and 5 spot to earn a bye in the Region 1 quarterfinals? Tigers, right-hand side. Ball gets skipped now to Rabbit Head at the left wing. High post touch to Lawrence. Goes left short corner to Braun. 20 seconds here on the shot clock with Braun, and Crockett picks up the foul. Hallie with her first, the team's third, and at the free throw line is going to be Nora Braun. Braun so far 5 points on the evening, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. First of 2, got it. Second free throw attempt upcoming here for Braun. Trying to get this deficit down to 11, and does. Tri-State now 11 of 17 from the free throw line. Crockett the other way will handle the basketball. Gives it, jumper on the way. Jensen, and she's able to rattle it in for 2. Been playing with 3 personal fouls, so we haven't said Josie's name too much tonight, but she gets in the scoring column. Tri-State now at the top of the key as they will handle it with Rabbit Head. Right-hand side, Lawrence inside Braun. Nora trying to spin her way down. Rabbit Head, extra pass. Shaylee Lawrence, deep triple off the backboard. This one is still pinballed around. Jensen dives forward on the floor with a pair of Tigers. That's difficult. And the jump ball will be awarded here to Northern Cass. With a 6'3", Josie Jensen getting on the floor, having to go against Morgan and Isley there for that rebound. And ball will be in favor of Northern Cass here. As the Jags will bring it up the floor, trying to get to 2-0 on the season, both with Region 1 wins. Triple by Treader, right wing, that one off the mark, and a rebound here. The third board in its third quarter for Shalley Lawrence. Lawrence in the front court uses up that dribble, finds Rabbit Head. Isley going to go right down to the 10. Layup off the mark, but the backside rebound by Nora Braun. 9 points now for Nora Braun, and the deficit is trimmed down to 11 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Crockett uses up the dribble, skips it. Treader, high post touch to Jensen. Inside Tesh Dahlbert, and a block shot coming there by Lawrence. Now for Tri-State, a bucket to get back within single digits. Left-hand side in the hands of Morgan Navarrachel. Left wing now again for Rabbit Head. Free throw line extended. Allie Crockett trying to front and get in front of Nora Braun. High post touch and a traveling violation here on Tri-State in Shalley. So 3:37 left to play in the third quarter. Timeout on the floor with DC Lucas and Northern Cass. Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. It's the Jags up by 11.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
51-40 here, Northern Cass over the Tri-State Tigers. And Region 1 girls basketball, Tri-State opening up the season at home with Kindred, then going to Northern Cass. That is a gauntlet to begin your 2022-23 season, but they have been awfully tough in both outcomes in both games so far, even though they don't want to fall to 0-2 in the region. Good passing, Jensen Treader off the top of the key, no good. Rebound underneath there to Callie Grefster, the 5'8 senior. Other end of the floor now for the Tri-State Tigers. They'll get to the free throw line with Lawrence. Now to Rabbit Head. Bounce pass inside. Shalley Lawrence spins on the baseline. Good for 2. Shalley with a sweet 16. She's got nearly as many points as rebounds. 16 points, 13 boards, a forced pass the other way. Good defense up top on the zone by Morgan, and a turnover here by Northern Cass. Tri-State down by 9. They were down by 12 here at the half. So if they can keep it around that 8-10 point mark at the most, you really have given yourself a shot to the fourth quarter, but they want to trim that deficit even more. Jensen guarding Lawrence now. Ball around the horn on this man defense. Shalley opening for it on the inside over Jensen. Shot is off the mark, and Josie gets the rebound here. Other end of the floor, Treader forces a pass to Crockett, and there is Morgan Navarrechel for the steal. Other end of the floor, it's a 2-on-2 for Tri-State. Here comes the Tigers. Ramey over Jensen. Shot is in and out. It's off the left shoe of Jensen, and picking it up is Addison Russ in the backcourt. Treader with the basketball now. They got to get it over before a 10 call, and they're not going to do it. It's a turnover. Either way, it would have been turned over out of bounds or a turnover on the 10-second violation, and the Tigers now get a couple of stops here, and a bucket, particularly a 3, would make it a 2-possession ball game on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing their heritage, sharing their future. For more, visit dhbanknd.com. A foul on the inside with Jensen, her 4th now, so Hayden's got 4, and Josie's got 4, and that's the team's 4th. 2 free throws for Shalley Lawrence. 8 of 11 so far from the free throw line, but 16 points, 13 rebounds here for Lawrence tonight. She's going to be one of those that we're going to talk about in our postgame show for our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Free throw attempt in and out. Second free throw attempt on the way here for the Tigers. Make sure you stay tuned to our postgame show. Some conversations with the particular players in this one, the winning coach, and more. Free throw attempt is good here for Lawrence. Go 1 of 2 from the line. Deficit now down to 8. And we have a foul here on the reach. This will be with Ramey Lawrence. Her 2nd. The team's first, however, for Tri-State, so they can continue to play scrappy and try to get in your face, as Jensen will check out of the game and Ellie Lucas will come back in. And right now, Northern Cass, we'll see where they set up here against this 1-2-2 extended zone. Looks like a little 3-2 at particular times. Russ will take a ball screen now between the circles, and there's another foul. Quick back-to-back fouls here for Ramey Lawrence. She's got 3 now, and that's their 2nd. Substitution here for Tri-State, as Macy Fritz will check into the contest now for the Tigers. Tri-State team might go 0-2 to start the season here, but there are going to be a problem as this year continues in Region 1, as Lucas with the basketball gets fouled underneath, particularly with how Lawrence is playing, and that's Shalley. She picks up her 1st and the team's 3rd. It might be a team where you get to February here in the Region 1 girls basketball tournament that you might not want to play for a matchup. Treader, left pocket, 3! Splash City! That shot is pretty. Treader now in double digits with 10. Tri-State going the other way with it. Double team comes, bounce pass, right-hand side, extra fine. Rabbit Head trying the answer 3 off the rim, and Crockett gets the rebound, her 4th. Crockett, baseball pass up the floor to Tess Dahlberg, spins on the left block, good for 2. Tess gets in the scoring column now, and just like that, a little 5-0 run for the Jags with 90 seconds left to play in the 3rd stanza. Inside, Shalley Lawrence trying to get by Crockett. Shot is up and shot is off the mark, and now we're going to have a foul or a jump ball, and we got the closed fist, which means a reach here for Tri-State. And the reach will coming up here with Rabbit Head. That's going to be her 4th and the team's 4th. So Tri-State just felt like 50 seconds ago at 0 fouls. Now they go to 4 just in the blink of an eye. Substitution here coming in will be Ramey Lawrence. The Tigers, though, right now down by 13 points. They've been battling back and forth here with Northern Cass. The Jags doubled up the Tigers by 11 in the 2nd quarter, 22-11, and that's really been the difference so far in this outcome. Crockett to the baseline. Hangs, shoots, and spins to the right baseline. Allie Crockett now with 27 here for Northern Cass. Going the other way for Tri-State, pickpocket steal now. This one is going to be with Treader. As Treader will handle in the front court. Bounce pass. This one goes left baseline. Crockett, left pocket, 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, though, by Tesh Jalbert. Nice move to get to the 10. Can't finish, however. And Grefsruh picks up the rebound. That's her third. Opposite on the floor, Navarrete will handle the basketball. Lucas is there, and it's going to go off the right shin of Ellie Lucas. Substitution as Braun will come in alongside with Ava Fritz. So 2-second differential between shot clock and the game clock here at Northern Cass High School. Chase Miller and Aiden Hall with you here on this December 1st, Thursday night. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure you patronize our sponsors for allowing us to be here. Nice shot off the back of the tin there for the Tri-State Tigers, and Morgan with her first 2 points of the evening. Hallie Crockett will handle the basketball the other way in the paint for 2. Up to 29 now for Crockett. A 15-point edge for the Tigers. Navarrete, bounce pass across the paint to Nora Braun. And this one's going to get turned over here, and then we're going to have a jump ball the other way. And the possession will go to Northern Cass. Tri-State 5 turnovers in the first, second, and third quarters. 4 seconds left to go here in the third. Crockett, pass, Tess, Jalbert, shot. Got it before the buzzer. Tess with 4 points, and that's how we'll finish our third quarter of play. A 21-point quarter here for Northern Cass, while for Tri-State, they scored 16, but they trail it by 17 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
As we come back here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, a fresh 8 minutes to get this fourth quarter underway. 62-45, Tri-State will need to make a run. They'll need some good quality shooting, but some better defense here in this fourth quarter of play to really put the pressure on here on Northern Cass, and we have a traveling violation here on Tri-State. Third quarter, a 21-16 edge here for Northern Cass. Halftime, Sargent County over Enderlin, 36-27. Hallie Nelson with 8 points for the Bulldogs. Aspen Select with 15 points and 4 made threes for Enderlin. Also on YourLiveEvent.com, Nick Furch with the coverage for you on that one. Shot off the mark by Rust. Rebound, though, on the way by Macy Fritz. And here comes Tri-State inside. Nice bounce pass on the way to Nora Braun for the good old-fashioned three-point opportunity. Ramey Lawrence with the assist. Braun now in double digits with 11. And the foul coming here, that's the 5th here on Northern Cass. So 2 points awarded to Tri-State. And Nora Braun will go to the free throw line. That foul on the way here by Crockett. That's Hallie's second. So the and one here for Nora Braun. And now it's Northern Cass left-hand side for Crockett. Hallie spins on the interior and she'll go up. Jump ball will be awarded to Northern Cass. So again, Tri-State, there's enough time with how these two teams like to play, get up and down the floor. But if you're the Jags, just try to go answer for answer early, limit the turnovers, and find a way to get probably Crockett the ball that we've seen so far. Hayden Crockett, the knuckler inside the three-point line for 2. Hayden now has 16 points for the sophomore. Tri-State will handle it the other way, right-hand side to Navarrete. Left wing now to Shallie Lawrence. Inside on the pass to Ramey, and a foul here on Ellie Lucas. Her third, that's the team's 6. So you have 4 on Hayden, 4 on Josie, and 3 on Ellie here for the Jags. Tri-State to inbound the basketball as they're looking for Nora Braun inside. Shally Lawrence, hang, shoot, partially blocked off the right hand of Jensen. Lucas, baseball pass up the floor on the outlet to Hallie Crockett. Crockett looking for the up and under move. Shot is off. Rebound Jensen, and Josie gets fouled. Josie will go to the free throw line to shoot the pair. Foul attempt on the way here on Tri-State. This one looks to be on Nora Braun. That is her second and the team's fifth. Josie Jensen at the free throw line. Northern Cass 4 of 6 from the stripe here tonight. Free throw attempt is good. In comparison, Tri-State right now 13 of 20 from the free throw line. A lot of those shot by Shally Lawrence with how she's been able to play on the interior. Jensen goes 2 for 2 from the stripe, and Northern Cass right now has ballooned this puppy up to 66-48 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Tri-State near sideline, bounce pass, high post. Shally Lawrence gets cut off there to the baseline, left pocket 3. Macy Fritz, that one is off, and a jump ball possession will go to the Tri-State Tigers. Tri-State a very gauntlet of a way to start this season with third-ranked Kindred and then 11th ranked, if you will, or their first team on receiving votes off the top 10 in Northern Cass here. So they're going to get tested early, and yeah, they're more than likely right now will drop to 0-2, but this will be a team to keep your eye on over the next couple of weeks to see how they continue to muster through this region, but also some teams against South Dakota their next couple of contests. Nora Braun on the inside of the baseline. That one over Jensen for 2. Braun having herself a really fine contest right now with 14 points, and she's done it really quietly. Hayden Crockett tries to go into a double team, but that one turned over on the steal there by Navarecho. Bounce pass inside, but Crockett gets it right back the other way. She doesn't have numbers. She doesn't care, and we're going to have a foul here on the Tigers. Trying to come up to that jump stop was Crockett. The foul here on Morgan, that'll be her second and the team's 6th. So both teams will be in the bonus from here on out. Northern Cass to inbound the basketball here to Addison Rust. Rust so far with 2 points on the night. And they're just going to make sure that both are good, and we'll see if they take a look at either player might have a scratch on the head here, and maybe just more so for concussion protocol as well. Hayden Crockett will come to the bench here, making sure she is getting looked at. As she comes out of the game, Russ comes back into the game, and Hallie Crockett buries a 3. Now with 32 points on the night for the senior here, Hallie Crockett. And this one goes right through the wickets in the hands of Macy Fritz, and a turnover here on Tri-State. The question is, how many points will Hallie finish in her career for Northern Cass? She's already the school leader here for the Jags. Coming into this season, she was nearing the 1,500 mark plateau and misses that one after the shot miss there by Lucas. Got a rebound, but unable to get the putback. Tri-State right now leaves it left-hand side, back up top to Rabbit Head. She'll rip it through, bounce pass across the paint, and Tesh Dahlberg got it for a moment. Then which 10 is it on? Is it on Tri-State or is it on Northern Cass? The foul will be on Tri-State here with Ramey Lawrence. She will pick up her 4th, and it's a 1-and-1 opportunity going the other way. Tess will go to the free throw line, the 5'8" freshman guard. Free throw attempts here for Northern Cass, the make one to get one variety here in high school basketball. Class A, Class B the same in that category, but different with shot clocks. In Class B it's 35, Class A it's 30, and different in quarters to halves. Free throw attempt is off the mark. Tri-State with Ava Fritz gets the rebound. Fritz lost it for a moment. Still handles the rock now with Rabbit Head at the top of the key. Rabbit Head to Fritz inside to Braun. Braun spins the baseline and into the paint, and finishes with the left hand. 7 points so far in the quarter, 16 in the game for Nora Braun. And a reach and foul here on Morgan. Her 3rd, team's 8th, and 1-and-1 opportunity here for Crockett. Hallie with 32 points on the night, nearly half here for Northern Cass as they lead at 69-52. Free throw attempts on the way. Got it. Second free throw attempt here for Hallie. As the Jags won their second state volleyball championship, their first since 2013. The aforementioned Crockett was the Senior Athlete of the Year in Region 1 volleyball. This one's going to be off the mark. Tess Jalbert and Lawrence were battling for it. Last touch off of Tess. So Northern Cass, we'll see a timeout here by Tri-State. We'll break with him. Cody Steffens wants to talk it over with his team with 5:11 left to play in the fourth quarter. This timeout brought to you in part by Bank North on yourliveevent.com.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
On your live event as well with Joel Morgan in Castleton, Central Cass leads Maple River 26-6. In the second quarter. Maple River 1-0 on the season, the same with the Squirrels. This one, a little high-low action on the pick and roll, stolen away by Hallie Crockett. Crockett looking for the Euro move down the other end of the floor and finishes with the left hand to boot. 6 points in the quarter, 35 in the game, and Lucas with the deflection out of bounds. 72-52. Northern Cass put up 66 points in their opener. In the win against the Warbirds, well, Tri-State put 66 points up against Kindred, but they gave up 77. So back-to-back games that the Tigers will give up 70 or more points here. But again, two quality opponents. Deep three by the freshman Lawrence. That one is off the mark. Rebound to Hayden Crockett. Crockett going the other way with it. Left-handed hip-high rebound. Crockett leaves it to Hallie. This one inside the three-point line. Jumper off the mark, and Nora Braun collects the rebound. Other end of the floor here. This one will be off the left hand there of Ava Fritz, and we'll go the other way with it. Substitution for Tri-State as Ramey Lawrence will check in. 4:16 left to play here in the fourth quarter as the Northern Cass Jaguars up by 20. Led by 1 after 1 quarter of play, by 12 after 2, 17 after 3, and they ballooned it up to 20 points now here in the fourth quarter as we're halfway home in the final 8 minutes. Hayden Crockett lost it on her way up, gets the ball right back. Now it's going to go inside to Jensen, give the assist to Treader, and the hockey assist to Hayden Crockett. I don't think they allow hockey assists in basketball, but sometimes you need to allow those. Just the extra pass to get there. Three-pointer on the way is going to be off the mark by Fritz, and a rebound by Josie Jensen. Jensen up the floor, and Fritz is able to dive under that one. Turnover for a moment, still loose, and now it's going to go to Tri-State. Nice now look pass across the paint. Jensen with the block shot after Navarrete will handle it, and a turnover. And we'll have a substitution as Grefstrud will check into the game here for the Tri-State Tigers. And Northern Cass, full court press here, almost turns it over. Hayden on the far side gets triple team. Someone's open. That's Treader. Jensen opposite side. Tess Jalbert, three-pointer. That one rattles out. Last touch off of Tri-State. Still to come on our post-game show. We'll get to the final numbers in this one. Also get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, RDK Enterprises Play of the Match, and more all coming. Hayden Crockett, deep three off the mark, and the ball will go to Tri-State. So make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show. We'll get some conversation as well with the winning team, with the player or coach. And here comes Tri-State. We'll handle it now with Morgan. Morgan in the front court, left-hand side to Isley. Rabbit head looking for the dribble. Takes one, no-look pass. Shaley, she's going to try to drive on Jensen, does. Bounce pass inside now to Grefstrud. Grefstrud to the baseline, going straight up was Crockett. Grefstrud able to handle it, though. This one never hit the rim, so the shot clock now nearing 10 inside Grefstrud, and there's the foul on Crockett. Hallie with her third, team seventh, and shooting 2 at the free throw line now would be Kelly Grefstrud. Grefstrud a chance to get in the scoring column here for the Tri-State Tigers, but a good quality basketball game here for game number 2 of the season between these two teams. Getting up and down the floor, putting some pressure on both defensively, and what we've seen in terms of attacking the tin, getting to the paint, getting some quality looks. as Rust will come back into the game here for Northern Cats. Free throw attempt number 2 here for the Tigers. This one off the front of the rim will rattle out, and Jensen collects another rebound, her 4th in this second half. Just that size at 6'3", presents a huge presence in the paint. Jumper by Crockett off the mark, and that one will go out of bounds. Last touch by Hayden, and now it goes to the Jags. But in this second half, we've seen more of the length of the 6'1" Lucas and the 6'3" Jensen after playing with foul trouble in the first half on what kind of a presence they bring, but both offensively and defensively. Man defense continues by Northern Cass. Ball goes right-hand side to Grefsrud. Inside to Lawrence. Shalley goes to the baseline. This time finishes with the right hand. Shalley with 19 points and 13 rebounds. Jensen goes the other end of the floor. Open. Crockett left pocket 3. That one's going to be long. Hayden will collect the rebound, trying to go up with it. Now we're going to have a foul. It's a matter on who, and if it's on Hayden, it is. Foul here. That'll be her 5th, and she will foul out. But Hayden Crockett will finish this contest with 16 points, 9 rebounds. She'll go 3 of 3 from the free throw line and handle a 3-pointer as well. So a productive night for the 5'7" sophomore guard in Hayden Crockett. 1-and-1 opportunity on the way here for Rabbit Head. 7 points on the evening, and now keep it at 7 after the missed free throw. Jensen collects the rebound. Going the other way, here is Treader. Treader in the front court, weaving, dealing, finds Crockett. Hallie goes up and count it. Hallie Crockett continues to be the story of this game with 37 points on the night. Foul upcoming here on the Tri-State Tigers. That'll be their 9th as a team. The foul comes here on Malia Carter, the 6-foot junior. At the half, Central Cass leads over Maple River 38-8 in Region 1 girls basketball. Shalley Lawrence inside. That one gets deflected out of bounds, and will stay with the Tri-State Tigers. In Class B, also that's different than Class A. If it gets to 30 points or more going the fourth quarter, it is mercy rule and running time. In Class A, there is no running time with the 2 halves. So a little bit different with that, the quarters and also the shot clock, the variation between the 2 classes in North Dakota basketball. That is both for girls and boys. Right now, Tri-State will handle it. High post touch. The baseline goes Fritz. Asking for it on the inside is going to be Lawrence, and Lawrence goes hard to the 10, and then we're going to have a foul here in the backcourt with Morgan. It's going to be her 4th, the 10th, and Jensen will go to the free throw line, walk it down the other side of the floor to shoot 2. Jensen, a really productive second half so far. 6 points with 6 rebounds after having 3 fouls in what felt like the opening 2 minutes. She picked up 2 and then just really never got a chance to get in rhythm in the first half. Jensen free throw attempt off the mark. With this win, Northern Cass again will improve to 2-0 on this season. Then they'll have a big Region 1 game with Kindred. That could very well determine who could be a seed of 1, 2, and 3 moving forward. And with one less team this season after Jensen misses both, Crockett now with 39 points on the putback. But again, with no Hankinson as they're co-oping with Weimar Lidgerwood. 3 the other way is good by Ramey Lawrence. She's got 9. Every one of these region games just means a little bit more with 10 region games this season. Crockett trying to get to 40, unable to do so. That shot off the mark, and DC Lucas will make a couple of substitutions. Addison Winterquest will check into the contest. Lauren Johnson, the 5'9 freshman, into the game as well. Tesh Jalbert, and you have Michaela Almaris, the 5'4 junior, into the game here for the Jags. So Crockett will finish the night with 39 points here. As this one gets tapped out of bounds there by Fix. Tri-State with 66 seconds left to play will inbound this basketball as the Tigers will handle it with Fritz. Back up top now it goes to Macy Fritz. Inside, that's Ava Fritz as she tiptoes the sideline on the baseline here. Jumper, Lawrence. That one rattles out. Rebound. The jump ball possession will favor Northern Cass. Hallie Crockett will finish with 3 made threes, 39 points, 2 of 6 from the free throw line, and 6 rebounds here tonight for Northern Cass. As this one's going to be stolen away in the backcourt. Go on the other side, left-handed layup off the mark by Morgan. Nava Rachel will be going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Jensen, she will finish as well with 6 points. We mentioned those 6 rebounds. She'll go 2 of 4 from the free throw line. The last foul on Michaela Almaris, her first. That's the team's 9th here for the Jags. Second free throw attempt on the way here for Morgan, the 5'5" senior guard. Trying to go 1 of 2 this time from the free throw line. And she gets it. Northern Cass right now will just need to break the press as Tri-State continuing to play till the final whistle here. This one will be out of bounds and 2 Northern Cass for Cody Steffens. Trying to have this team continue to find ways to get better late in the games and teaching points as well early in the season. For Northern Cass, a chance to find a way to handle a little bit of press here with Russ to the left-hand side. Now it's going to be in the hands of Fix. Fix cross-court skip on the way to Almaris. Almaris to the baseline now with 10 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. High post touch, that's to Johnson. Johnson lost it for a moment. Now we're going to get a jump ball possession. We'll go to the Tri-State Tigers. Kayla Treader had herself a nice evening as well. 2 points, 3 and 3. Was able to finish with 10 here for Northern Cass. A couple of made threes, particularly when they made that a little bit of a run in the third quarter. And Tri-State will bring the ball up the front court as they handle it right baseline. Grefsrud, jumper off, rebound by Nora Braun, put back, and she is fouled. Nora Braun with her 5th rebound with 16 points so far on the night, and the foul coming here on Addison Winterquist. That'll be her first for the 5'10 sophomore. Free throw by Braun is good. 17 points now for Braun. Shaylee Lawrence has 19, so Nora with a chance to get 1 point closer, and that one will be off the mark. Rebound by the aforementioned Winterquist, and then ball will be out of play into the Tri-State Tigers. Northern Cass improved to 2-0 on the season, 2-0 in Region 1 play. Tri-State, well, dropped to 0-2 on the year and 0-2 in Region 1 play with this result. Three-pointer by Grefsrud. Can't get it before the buzzer. The putback, though, counts, and it's good for Ava Fritz here in our final on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 78-61. Post-game show is next.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
You couldn't pick a better community to be a part of. I've actually been to another college, and this one was a far better experience because of the support of the faculty and the staff here. It's just outstanding. My name is Andrew, and I'm here for my future.
It feels like you're at a bigger university. Right now I won't have any debt, and I might even gain a little extra money through scholarships. There's so many job opportunities. My name is Emily, and I'm here for my future.
The Command IQ app helps me manage the Wi-Fi in every room of the house however I want. Like this room, where my wife talks to her friends in her book club every week.
Oh. Darla? Honey, my Wi-Fi is down. That never happens.
Well, that's strange. Well, we'll see if we can get someone to come fix it next month. Command IQ, you're my new best friend.
Here, when your future lies ahead, we help set you on the right course. When your whole world is about to change, we help you prepare for your new life. when staying healthy means staying informed, we help you find answers. This is perseverance, understanding, connection. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency that provides protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
As we come back here, let's get to some of their final numbers in this one and get to our first things first. Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Enbridge Energy, tomorrow's happening right now. More than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. Visit tomorrowison.com. Enbridge, life takes energy. Well, that's Hallie Crockett without question. 12 points in the first quarter. She would have 9 points then in the second. From there, 8 points in the third for 29, and then you add them up again, and she would finish with 39 points in the contest and 3 made threes. Hallie Crockett, the senior, is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Our RDK Enterprise feature Players of the Game for the Tri-State Tigers. That goes to Shallie Lawrence with 19 points and 13 rebounds. Lawrence went 9 of 13 from the free throw line, and then you add in the younger sister here of Hayden Crockett for DC Lucas and Northern Cass. Hayden would finish with 16 points on the night, 5 in the first quarter, able to finish with 9 in the first and second quarter and 2 in the fourth. She would go 3 of 3 from the free throw line and almost get a double-double with 9 rebounds as well. So Hayden Crockett, 16 and 9 for Northern Castle. Shallie Lawrence at 19 and 13 here for the Tri-State Tigers. RDK Enterprises in Hillsborough and Drayton, they thank the area growers for your trust in RDK Enterprises. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. We'll take a quick break. We're back after this. We'll put a look at our final numbers and hear from some of the particulars in this one as Northern Cass wins it 78-61 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
An enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in North Dakota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
The Command IQ app helps me manage the Wi-Fi in every room of the house however I want. Like this room, where my wife talks to her friends in her book club every week.
Oh. Darla? Honey, my Wi-Fi is down. That never happens.
Well, that's strange. Well, we'll see if we can get someone to come fix it next month. Command IQ, you're my new best friend.
Post-game show. Let's continue to break down some of the numbers in this one. For Northern Cass team numbers, they would finish with 6 players in the scoring column here in this contest. They would go 7 of 14 from the free throw line and make 6 3-pointers as well here for the Jags with 13 turnovers. For the Tri-State Tigers, they would finish with 21 turnovers. They would go 15 of 27 from the free throw line. 7 players in the scoring column here for the Tri-State Tigers. Northern Cass led by the 39 points of Hallie Crockett, 16 points by Hayden. Then you had 10 points of Kayla Treader, 6 on the way for Josie Jensen, 4 points by Tesh Jalbert, and 2 points by Addison Rust as well. Again, Northern Cass led by the 39 of Hallie Crockett here in this one. For the Tri-State Tigers, led by the 19 points, 13 rebounds by Shallie Lawrence here for the 5'9 freshman. 17 points then by Nora Braun with 5 boards as well. 9 points here by Ramey Lawrence. You had 7 points by Isley Rabbithead. 4 points by Ava Fritz, 3 points by Morgan Navarrachel, and 2 points here by Macy Fritz here for the Tri-State Tigers. Again, Northern Cass finishes the game with a win of 78-61 over the Tri-State Tigers. Northern Cass improves to 2-0 on the season, 2-0 in Region 1 play. Their next game on December the 13th at Kindred, while Tri-State's back in action tomorrow against Wheaton Herman Norcross in a non-region game. They dropped to 0-2 on the season and 0-2 in Region 1 play. We'll hear from some of the players and head coach D.C. Lucas after this here in Northern Cass as the Jags win it by 17.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119, 636-2119, or planterdoc.com.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
We make products that last decades. Being able to stand behind our products and having something that is so known for that is awesome.
Back here in Hunter with us now, Hallie Crockett with 40 points on the night. Hallie, first and foremost, able to get to 2-0 on the season. Road win against a good scrappy Warburg club, and you knew Tri-State was going to give it their all here today. So first 2 games of the season, quick turnaround from volleyball to basketball. What do you think so far of this opening week?
Yeah, it definitely is a quick turnaround. I mean, we had just prepared well for both games. We played good. We came out ready to work, and our whole team stepped up off the bench and everything.
Take us through this game, 19-18 after one quarter play. Very scrappy, but it kind of felt like almost in February postseason game a little bit because you played Tri-State last year. Just take us through how this mentality was to get through 4 quarters of game action.
Yeah, I mean, we always pull close with Tri-State. I mean, they're a talented team, but I mean, right away it was a close game, tight, it was a quick game, so we just took that and ran with it.
When you see the first one go down, you get the second one to go down, you're able to hit inside, outside. What's that like as a scorer?
Yeah, we definitely moved the ball well. I mean, it's nice. We have height. We have perimeter players. It's great.
And then you had to play through some foul trouble, so everyone kind of got involved a little bit. To win a game like this, what does that say about this team early in the season?
Yeah, people that came off and from the bench, they played really good. They stepped up, tested great. So, yeah, we need those players to step up when we don't have – we're in foul trouble. So.
And final thing for December 13th is your next game, so now you get a little time off. I know you're going to get back in the practice mode, but what do you want to see from your team between now and before you get middle of December to play against the Kindred Vikings?
I mean, I think just really taking that week to fully get in shape. I mean, get back into it fully. So, yeah.
Hallie, thanks much for your time and best of luck coming up here throughout the rest of the season. Hallie Crockett with us here on our post-game show. We'll allow her to hand the headsets now to head coach D.C. Lucas as the Northern Cass Jaguars again improved to 2-0 on the season. Tri-State led by the double-double of Shallie Lawrence here, and then she had 19 points and 13 rebounds. Hallie Crockett again with 40 points in this contest, and she would go 3 of 6 from the free throw line. And D.C., it's got to be nice. I know I mentioned it earlier in the contest. Hallie's Senior Athlete of the Year in Region 1 volleyball, but she's played a lot of varsity minutes for this program. And sometimes when you need someone to be a closer or a starter, so to speak, from a baseball or softball mantra, Hallie kind of was that a little bit for you here tonight.
You could tell right out of the gate that Hallie was in her groove. I know that we had some players that got into foul trouble right away, and Hallie just continued to step it up. We've always asked her to do a lot of different roles, and tonight, not only did she drop 40 points, but she also helped contain Braun, who's a heck of a post player. So, she didn't come out of the game. So she played, 30-some-odd minutes, and it was just an incredible effort, and it was also an incredible effort from the bench that had to go a lot deeper than I thought it was, and I was really impressed with how the girls responded tonight.
Let's talk about her younger sister. I don't want to make it a Crockett show,
Yep.
but, Hayden early on, she had 14 points in the first half as well. We counted her one away from a double-double, 16 points, 9 rebounds. She was very scrappy for your club.
Yeah, she's really scrappy. Hayden's our floor general. She kind of gets the pace for us. I know she got in some foul trouble and she got a little frustrated, but she does a great job. I know she gets frustrated and I had to sit her down for a little while in the third quarter, but she came back and played really well in the fourth quarter and just helped us kind of get into our offense, get into flow. Tri-State, for some reason, they're a great ball club. And last year they gave us fits. Tonight they gave us fits. And it's a compliment to them. They got a good team. And, I was just happy that we were able to put it together and get out of here.
To win a game where you had to deal with foul troubles early, what does that do for a coach to know that, okay, we've been put in this situation early on where we had 2 fouls, 3 fouls, 2 fouls with some pretty key players to find a way to win a game like this?
Well, it proves to me that, a lot of times that you go into the season, you're not sure what you got. I've said, I don't know about our depth. And tonight in the second game of the year, you find out real quick that, hey, I maybe have some depth that I didn't realize. Some girls stepped. Kayla Tretter came off and got 12 points. I thought she played some great minutes. Addie Russ, I know she starts, but she came in and just really played some solid. Tess Gelbert came in, so it was really just a good, solid team effort. I know some players were frustrated because they got into foul trouble, but I think it was just really nice in game 2 to see some hopefully potential diamonds in there that we can use down the line.
So final thing for you, as this volleyball to basketball season, as we mentioned in pregame, is it now you give the girls a little time off? Is it like, hey, let's get back into basketball form? How do you play it now? Because you do have a little time between contests with your next game on December 13th.
Yeah, we'll give them a little time just to mentally and physically just get refocused here. I mean, I was really impressed. Honestly, Chase, I thought going into these first 2 games, it was a massive challenge. I told them this is the first marker getting out of here 2-0. But we know what's coming up. We got a tough Kindred team that's coming up as a region game, and then we got Edgeley coming up, so 2 ranked teams. So, yeah, they need rest. At the same time, it's just time to get back in the gym, do some skill development. I'm just impressed with the fact that we were able to get 78 points, and we really haven't had a chance to get our offense set in. So it's good and bad there, but I'm just excited where the girls are at and get a chance for all of us to take a deep breath.
DC, thanks so much for your time,
Thank you, buddy.
and best of luck moving forward.
Sounds good. Thank you.
DC Lucas with us here. We'll put a bow on our post-game show after this.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source from sunup to sundown. They're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance. Protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Your final again on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northern Cass over Tri-State 78-61. Would like to thank both Cody Steffens of Tri-State and DC Lucas join us in the pregame show. DC and Hallie Crockett join us in the postgame show as well. Northern Cass wins it by 17 tonight over Tri-State. Next up, December 13th at Kindred, while on the opposite side, Tri-State's next game against Wheaton Herman Norcross tomorrow night. On behalf of Ada Hall running the camera, I'm Chase Miller. Thank you so much for tuning in to Region 1 Girls Basketball here this evening from Hunter.